Tyler, Texas for the Texas State Championships. You're watching Central Coast Disc Golf. I am Ian Anderson, joined by the one and only world champion, Sarah Hokum. How's it going, Sarah?
It's great. Looking forward to watching the action here on the feature card for the FPO division.
Yeah, it should be fun. We got that was Valerie Mandujano. We got Des Redding, Kona Panis, and Katrina Allen, another world champion. Tell us about hole one.
Hole one plays as a two-shot hole. Most players are going to throw a hyzer out to the right, fading left to just beyond these little pines, right kind of where this horseshoe is in the sand. Then they're going to throw a tight approach shot down the hill, trying to land as close as they can to the basket onto a sloped green. I'm looking to get that birdie on this par 4.
That's a really tough one. That second shot, really tough on the distance control.
Yeah, the first shot's pretty simple, just a hyzer, but that second one, playing down that hill, trying to hit that angle and also get the proper skippage to the pin. It also is a very sandy green, so you're not going to get as much skip at the basket, but you're going to get a lot of skip before and after.
Fair enough. Des Redding on the box. I believe she's from Texas, right?
Oh, yeah. Texas, Wimberley, Texas. 3-time world champion. She's turning it over here. That right side does have some small gas, but you got a lot of spindly trees there to navigate to get to the green.
Beautiful shot there. Kona Panis, fresh off her Waco win.
There's also a headwind on this hole today, which may be keeping things straighter than the ladies are looking for.
Kona going with a T-bird.
Pretty good position.
Might be a little farther left, I want to say, off that tree. Katrina Allen going with her D2.
Kat with full confidence. Coming off that win in Belton, she also kind of ends up on the right side. You'll see that's the spindly trees on her approach, but she's a world champ for a reason, so we'll see if she can get through.
She can hit some gaps. Valerie Mandujano.
Also the defending Texas State champion.
Thank you.
Also kind of moves to the right, gets a fortunate roll. She'll be able to navigate that spindly area a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. Looking at Kona, 215 to the basket.
Comes up short. She'll be laying up here to try to get her par.
Yep. I wasn't quite sure if she was laying up on that shot or just came up short. But she will be having a par in her future. Here's Valerie.
Missing the big line.
Oh, my.
She's got an uphill putt back at the basket.
Looking at Des, her second shot. Oh.
Gets a little caught up. It's easy to pull it right on elevation shots.
Oh, Katrina Allen. She has got some trees to deal with here, Sarah.
Wow. Oh. Yeah, this spindle group here is just really tough.
Yeah. So this is going to be her third, looking for a par save. Should work for one of those.
In range. Kona also with her third shot here, just trying to get it close.
Using her alpaca from Infinite Discs.
Looked like she was running that.
I think it's definitely possible. She's got that new putt. She's been really confident with it. It's been cool to see. That was Des pitching out. She should be good for that. And Val coming back up the hill for the 3.
Oh, splash out. Ooh, that was a good-looking run, though.
You're going to see some great putts from her. She is a fantastic putter.
Kona saving the par.
Well done. How'd this hole go for you, Sarah?
I came up a little short, and I laid up my putt. I kind of wish after I experienced the rest of the course I should have run the putt.
You got to get those scripts out there when you have a chance. This course is brutal.
Yes, as we will see, the woods are tight, and the trees are forgiving sometimes.
Sometimes you get some. I just saw some ridiculous kicks. Des makes good. Nice to see that. Looks like she should end up with a par frame here. Start the day.
Great to see Des back. She had a brand new hip put in within the last year, and now she is...
Dang, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she dealt with hip injury for a lot of her career from her old softball career as a college softball player.
Oh.
And she's She toughed it out for many, many years, but then, age catches up and she got it fixed, and now she's ready to roll, and we can see, she looks pretty good.
I'm sitting next to a former college athlete as well right here. Former volleyball player, I want to say.
Yeah. On to hole 2. This one is tricky. You've got an OB creek that runs through. You can take the left gap or this early center gap. You want it to fade a little bit right. Really plays to a sidearm, but the backhand line is there on a slow turning mid or flippy fairway.
Yeah, I think it definitely plays for the forehand. What'd you throw on this one?
I threw a forehand.
For MVP fans, what disc?
Oh, yes. I threw a shock.
A shock? Okay, cool. Like an overstable fairway?
Yeah, it's similar to a beat-in Firebird.
Okay, nice. Des looks like a Stingray. She's going to be throwing these things all day. Oh.
Missed that inside route. It's a little wide. That's such an easy miss on that shot.
Kona going with the forehand Firebird.
Looks great. Getting that fade. Oh, early
no.
tree in the water.
Caught that last tree. She will take it on the other side, though, having crossed in bounds over there. Are you looking at Katrina Allen?
Kat also flexing it a little much, but getting a very favorable kick.
Wow.
Thank you, Treesus.
Sometimes he gives and sometimes he takes. That was a give. Val?
Little early on the turn.
And she unfortunately...
Also in that same area of the creek.
Yep. It's going to be Des second. I'm pretty sure she's laying up just short of the OB.
She is so smart.
Isn't she?
She is so much smarter than I am.
Uh-huh.
Goodness.
So now this is going to be her third, just laying up for a hopeful 4.
Left her little meat on the bone.
But she is also a fantastic putter. Val, this will be her third after the OB stroke.
Great approach.
That was pretty. Those forehand flex up shots, all the rage these days.
Yeah, I also noticed Val didn't throw the sidearm off the tee, yet she's very confident throwing that for a shorter approach.
Mm-hmm.
I see that with a lot of primary backhanders have this great little sidearm approach.
That was Kona pitching up to the tree. Here is Des trying to save a 4.
Great putt. Perfect.
And she spun that thing in there beautifully. Kona getting ready to save her 4 as well.
Setting up with her stagger stance. The patented Kona stagger stance. Oh, no. Oh, that hurts after going OB. She's
does.
right there. Looked like she gave it a good run.
Yeah, that's an upshot I think she wants back.
Oh, man. And Kat with the lucky
Oh
kick.
my gosh, that's a birdie.
Hands in the birdie.
Dang. That is 2 strokes on the entire card right there, Sarah.
Whew.
Just Cat things.
This course is like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, strokes fly all over the place out here. Val makes good on that comebacker, but it will be for double, unfortunately. And Kona will come along and drop in her double.
The chains on these baskets are a little bit light, and I think they're a little high.
Uh-huh.
So I think we're going to see quite a few spits or putts that would have stayed.
Yeah,
on
kind of
another basket that maybe don't on these.
Yeah, but that was a fantastic putt from Des.
I mean, if you hit center,
yeah,
it's probably
it
gonna
works.
stick.
It works. Tell us about hole 3, Sarah.
Hole 3 plays as a par 5. We have a really demanding first shot, looking for most backhanders are going to throw something that's going to flip up and continue straight without too much fade to the left. And then you have this second shot where you may want to lay up in front of this creek, which is out of bounds. There's not any huge windows to get to the green, so you're going to be taking a risk on that second shot or laying up, making it a little bit easier and still playing for the birdie. However, this hole is eagleable, and I'd like to see some people take that risk on the second shot.
Yeah, just need 2 laced shots, which can happen in theory, but these trees, not always probable. Katrina Allen going D1.
Big hyzer, pushing a little bit further left.
Yeah.
Now there is a gap over there. There's lots of tiny little gaps everywhere. But most of the fairway plays a little bit straighter. Des with a little shank. gets a bad kick.
Yeah, the tree made that an extra shank. Kona
That looks perfect.
throwing her T-bird. Oh, yeah.
Still pushed a little left, but there is a fairway there. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. Valerie with a destroyer.
Just turns it a little bit, gets a similar kick as Des.
We'll see where they end up. You never know on this course. Looking at Dez's second.
Looking to make forward progress, throwing the Stingray right into the fairway.
That was perfect from what she could do from there. Val's second, just a little farther down the fairway.
Also scrambling kind of behind a tree, but at least she's out of the where she was.
Back in the fairway. Des, her third.
You can see this massive fairway she gets to deal with here. Looks like she is laying up to the creek bed.
Yeah, kind of that long fairway we were talking about. And Val, her third as well. Whoa.
Throwing an Annie stall, but unfortunately there's a lot of trees right there.
Well put, Sarah.
Kona also looking at a high Anheuser route, or Heiser route.
Oh.
Just crossing the fingers. Looks like she might have a look for her three.
Yeah, on the green. Katrina Allen, can she find a window with her second?
She goes low. Oh, smack down.
Oh, and it got OB as well.
I hit that tree too.
Oh, no.
I'm going to come cut it down.
Val, looking at her fourth.
Ooh.
That's a friendly kick. And
playing the bank shot.
she's got a putt to save 5. It's a long putt, but it's there. Looking at Des. Throwing 4.
Oh, no. That hurts.
Stays in bounds, though, thankfully. But, yeah, that one did hurt a lot. Kat throwing 4 after the OB second shot has, wow.
Got through. Looking at a nice, easy putt.
Channeling her inner Sarah Hokum with that forehand. Des. Oh. Yep.
Right at circle's edge.
Val, 47 to the pin for her par save.
Woo! Solid putt. Wow.
That was uphill, too.
She looked confident when
Yeah.
she was in her stance.
I guess that is the one nice thing about uphill putts. You can just give them that full confidence bid. She sure did. What a run. Des looking to match that. I think it's going to be for a 7, though.
Come on, let's go. No snowman. Yeah, no snowman.
That's a 6 even. Nice, Des. What a putt.
Yeah, they're putting on a show.
She is showing off. Kona for eagle.
Kona. Eagle, go.
Oh.
Well, and let's see. Kat with that unfortunate OB saving her par.
Yeah, it looks like it. But Kona has a drop-in birdie. Played that hole very well. Getting her back to 1 over, I think. And Val, what a spin that was.
Just threw it up high.
So fun. We're going to kick it off to our sponsors, but we'll be right back with some more FPO action.
When I'm stepping up to a hole, I visualize everything. What's the wind, the water, the trees? What disc am I gonna choose? What's the distance? Okay, 425. I'm going with the ESP Nuke. Knowing the distance is pretty much the most important thing. I feel like it's going to revolutionize how good people get. I am Paul Ulibarri. Working together with Bushnell, we can push the game to a whole new level.
back to the action. Looking at hole 4. Tell us about it, Sarah.
Hole 4 is a quick dogleg to the right, and then a really long tunnel playing slightly uphill to a fairly open, sort of plateaued green. This first shot, I mean, it's got to be a quick turn, and depending on if you land exactly where you're supposed to land, I don't know, right about here.
What?
Then you can navigate this tiny little hallway. There is a tiny hallway to the right of this tiny hallway also, and then there's like 30 tiny hallways to the left. So pick your tiny hallway.
I could use about 20 trees taken out of this hole. Just for my heart on Monday when I go play this course. It's gonna be brutal. Looking at Kona Panis. Is that long?
I think it's a little deep for the biggest tiny hallway.
Oh my goodness. That was her Emperor. We got a D1 out of Cat here.
Love seeing ladies throwing the sidearm who are primary backhand throwers.
Cat is getting so good at the forehand.
Yeah, she's been,
It's-
probably the last 5 or 6 years,
Yeah.
she's been really utilizing it.
It's a legit weapon for her now.
And Valerie also probably uncomfortable with this shot, but she's showing that she can execute it.
That looks perfectly placed.
And Dez, no,
Nah.
no sidearm from Dez.
Give me a stingray on a backhand.
Elaine King threw a couple sidearms last weekend, and
Yeah?
she kept looking at me and saying, "Ha ha, I did it." That's perfect by Dez.
You got to hang out with Elaine King. That's always a good day.
Oh, actually, a little short by Dez, actually.
Oh.
So now she's going to throw a really similar shot, trying to penetrate that gap, which she does.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Nicely shaped.
Kona did throw it just a little deep, so she's got a little turn to throw, but yeah, that's a difficulty 11 shot out of 10.
Yeah, low probability, even if you throw it perfectly. Val, she did set herself up really nicely, but
Still a
it's a
difficult
hallway.
shot.
It's not a fairway, it's a
All
hallway.
right, Kat, show us how it's done. Flip up that disc.
She is so good at those hyzer flips, though.
Yes, she is. Woo!
Oh!
Wow, did she hit the basket?
She did, and it still went like 30 long.
Oh,
Oh,
eagle seeking.
I know. What a run.
She's still got some some meat on the bone
She
to get that birdie, though.
Does.
Des with her third. Yep, Park City kid.
Pretty. Sliding on those pine straw.
Val also in a recovery from her third. Looks good.
Yeah, that should work for a 4. And Kona. This will be her third.
A little early,
Yeah.
but she's on the green. She'll have a putt at it.
Yeah, I think she finished just about pin high. So here's how long Cat went off that basket hit.
All right, Kat, cash it in. Oh, so many chains.
All the things. Just didn't
That
want
hurts me on the inside.
Didn't want to nestle. That tree kind of getting in the way, so she couldn't do her normal
Yeah, looked a
Annie
little
putt.
rushed.
Yeah.
Val getting the par.
Making good. And Kona coming back for the bogey. Nicely done. And Katrina having to settle for a par after almost throwing it in for an eagle.
I mean, is that like, it's not a birdogey, right?
No.
But it's like an eagle par?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have a portmanteau for that one yet. We'll
I
work
don't
on.
know.
We'll
We'll have to
on
work
it.
on that.
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
Coming
later.
soon.
Yes. Val spinning that one in. Got her new. That's her signature putter, I want to say. Some cool Galaxy ABRs. On to hole 5. What's our pro play here, Sarah?
hole 5 is going to be straight up the gut with a backhand turnover.
Yeah.
Or you can throw a sidearm cut roller, like an
Oh.
Anheuser roller. Or there's like this really high left gap with a sidearm.
Huh.
My goal is just to close my eyes and try to hit the gap.
What'd you do?
I didn't hit the gap.
Katrina Allen, I'm pretty sure that's a PA4.
This gap is so tiny. We thought the hallway to the approach shot on the last hole was small.
Yeah.
This one is brutal.
That was a PA1 from Katrina. Excuse me. This is a coyote out of Valerie. Oh, no.
Looked like it was a little high. Okay, Des, this is your bread and butter right here. Let's go Stingray.
Oh, it's a little
Nope.
yanked.
Yep.
Oh, came back in the fairway, though. We'll take that.
Okay, Kona. Last chance. Is this hole a good hole? Nope.
Oh, no.
My hole card. Also, we all shanked it. We were only like 50 feet off the tee.
It's, pretty probable. And Kona got so deep in the woods, and Tez threw a butte that was going to get almost all the way there, but caught the last straight and needed a miss. This is where Valerie was, and she's taking her
Pitching.
natural OB stroke. Smart,
Wise from the youngin.
right? At just 21 years old. Almost 22.
Used to just go down, sit down.
I got to meet her dad, Art, yesterday. Really nice guy.
Yes, her family is extremely supportive of both her and her sister, Alexis.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Cat scrambling with the sidearm.
Oh.
Right. Oh, that's first available.
Ouch. Looking at her third now, trying to save that 4.
Oh, some more.
Oh, no.
Some more shrubbers.
God, just little sniper twigs, just barely there, but
You
doing
can't
a lot.
even see them really when you're looking at your line until you hit them. Kona.
Oh, my. I thought she did it for a second. That was such a tight hallway. Dez?
Very nice.
That'll work for a 4. Kona for 3 from 52.
Ooh, that had a very nice flight.
Did. Great line on it.
All right, Cat trying to save her bogey.
He is from 42.
She's pretty strong at this distance. Yes.
That is like the cat range, isn't it?
Great putt, yes.
She's so good at giving those bids.
Man, this hole. Shake my head.
Yeah, not looking forward to it. Val,
Solid.
she is so good on the green.
So she saved her 4
Yeah.
by simply pitching out and then throwing a good solid next shot and then making a nice 22-foot putt.
Yep, take notes at home. That's how you play smart. Des cleans up her 4 as well. And a 4 for Kona. Tough par 3
Is it a
right
par
there.
4 maybe?
It easily could be. I bet you would average closer to 4 than 3 yesterday. You know?
That's a good question.
What a spin from Katrina. Perfect putt from her. .73.
Yes, it did average just under 4.
Wow. All right,
On to hole 6.
this hole really isn't that much nicer. I mean,
It's another straight shot. The gap itself is a little bit bigger, but it's also playing a similar line, a slight turning backhand that fades just a little bit at the end, or a flip up hyzer backhand. Also a flip up Annie sidearm will work. But players are going to be throwing putters and mids here. 243 is the distance. There's also an OB creek right about there.
that's a good treat.
But
I think that kept her out, right?
Yeah, I think she is safe.
That was Kat throwing her putter, her PA1 again. Valerie, she is throwing a kite. Sorry, Roadrunner, right? Yep, Roadrunner. That unfortunately does find a pretty early
I'm
tree.
surprised she throws a fairway.
I know, right? Yeah.
She's certainly. So she's trying to throw a touch shot, like 30 or 40% of her.
That makes sense. That's a Roadrunner from Dez, and that is a beaut under the basket.
Des doing Des things.
Wow. Oh, you're right. That's a white Utopia. Huh. That is fading early for Kona, but still putting.
Yeah, behind the basket is nice, is good here.
That was her Mako 3.
Essentially just getting past this creek safe.
Yes, that is.
Is where you're going to pick up strokes.
Have you seen Rebecca Cox's highlight from yesterday yet?
I did see that. That was amazing. Could you imagine if it went in? Oh.
Unbelievable. Yeah, have you got a tree kick ace yet? You have to have, right?
I actually know, but the first ace I ever saw from the gentleman who introduced me to the sport was a kick
Really?
off a tree on the first day I ever played disc golf. So it's a pretty fond memory. Kona
Oh, coming up just short again.
looks like she had some trees in her way.
Yeah, again, having to go to the straddle instead of the stagger Annie putt. Val coming up just a little bit short.
Uncharacteristic miss for her.
Agreed. Katrina for her par save.
Easy peasy.
Mm-hmm. And Des, look at this park job.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, lady.
Going negative.
Nice job, Des. And Val clean up the bogey. And Conan will come along and clean up her par here.
Hole played slightly over par, and surprisingly one of the more difficult holes. Despite the large number of birdies, there was also a large number of bogeys, particularly quite a few fives.
Kind of that feast or famine. Either make it across or you go OB type of deal.
I think that describes a lot of holes out here.
Yeah, not wrong there. Well, we are going to kick it off to our sponsors in just a second. Make sure you come back for some more FPO action out here at Texas States.
Passion is more than fiery emotion. It feeds the spark to start your day. It fuels your obsessions. It inspires your dreams. Passion challenges your fears, and it repeatedly bathes you in sweat until you are transformed into a new, better you. Disc golf isn't just your passion, it's ours too.
You've seen them in the hands of professionals, helping them compete at the highest level. Whale Sacks is a female-owned small business, handmade in the USA. We are dedicated to outstanding grip for all disc golfers.
All right, guys, we are back out here at Texas States in Tyler, Texas, looking at hole 7. What is our FPO Pro play, Sarah?
Well, this is a par 4. Dogleg to the left relatively quickly to leave yourself a fully left-turning approach shot. This creek right here where this bridge is not OB. I'm not sure why it's not OB, but all these other ones are. But I guess because it's so close to the basket. But you do have a little bit less danger approaching the pin, but the hole does turn left the entire way. See a lot of hyzers off the tee and then some scrambles.
Des on the box. Oh, no.
Ooh.
That's a bit of a shank. There is a ravine down there, and she is almost in that ravine. It's
Yikes.
not great, yeah. Katrina.
Throwing that hyzer, looking for it to push straight rather than hyzer into the woods.
Yeah, throwing an M2 there, mid-range. Gets that type of finish. Kona. Going with a PD. Lone Howl.
Ooh, body English keeping her away from those pines, and that's an even better position. She's going to be a little bit less pinched getting around that corner for her second shot.
Valerie. Going Halo Shrike.
She's going big distance. She definitely popped that up a little further than she wanted, but she will be in the fairway-ish.
So here's where Des ended up.
All right, Des with a tomahawk. Tomahawk roller.
It almost got out, yeah. So
Yeah.
just on the edge of the fairway. It has this for a third, but thankfully it can make a little bit of progress.
Still getting caught up by those trees.
Yeah.
Oh, a sidearm. You know she's in trouble when she's throwing a sidearm.
Hey, she made her gap, though.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Well executed.
Nice job, Des. Valerie.
With her second from a little right and deep.
Wow.
But now I'm thinking she might have done that on purpose.
That was fantastic.
Yeah,
Do
she's
you think
putting for birdie.
setting up the angle there. Katrina.
She's got a tight angle around this corner. Pushed a little straight,
Dang.
but she's got a 12-footer.
Some beautiful upshots there.
20-footer maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Kona in the best position. See if she can capitalize.
Just 181 to the pin, thanks to our friends at Bushnell.
Also pushing a little deep. For some reason, I've watched a lot of people push deep when they're kind of trying to turn that corner.
Mm-hmm.
Must be visually something going on.
Des getting it on the green. I know you got that Bushnell 850 in the bag, right, Sarah?
Oh, yeah. I use it whenever I need it. And sometimes when I don't.
It's just fun to know, you know? Kona?
Really nice flight.
They all look like they're going in and just lately
yeah, I
coming
mean,
up
they're solid
just-
runs.
Yeah.
And Valerie for her birdie.
Sweet putt by Val again. Like, not
Well,
the
she
first time
just-
she's done that already.
She just missed one on the last hole, so she has regained her confidence with that one. And apparently she never lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Des trying to clean up after a rough start to this hole. Good putt.
Solid mental game on that lady. Really can't shake her.
And Cat for birdie. No problem.
Some nice birds there.
Yeah, we're going to start to get into parts of the course that are actually, the birdies are, the pars are a little bit softer, birdies are a little bit more gettable. I think it's kind of surviving these first 6 or 7 holes and then really capitalizing past this. Actually, this next hole is a doozy as well.
Is it? It's a confident, clean spin. Guess that's what it takes in putting, though. Knowing it's going to go in. All right, hole 8. What's our play here, Sarah?
It's a difficult par 3 down a hill. It actually plays really well to a flexing sidearm,
Yeah.
and which can push back up the hill on the other side of this gully. But it is, it's a very technical shot. So I think you're going to see a lot of people going with their confident backhand on a flip up hyzer, trying to push forward and then throwing a next shot to approach the green and just tapping out the par. I don't think we're going to see very many birdies on this hole.
Yeah, I can't imagine so.
And it also is the hardest hole on the course.
Oh, dang. We have our X3 from Katrina.
Cat wanted that lower and more, center.
Yeah. She told me she did park this one in practice, so,
It is gettable.
yeah. Valerie?
Valerie also turning it over.
Yeah, it's her Roadrunner. And that found some woods. Unfortunately, Kona is reaching for a leopard.
And did she just hit a tree and do that?
Yes, she did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kona, you're gonna have to call the bank.
It's open. That should work for a 3 for her.
And
Des?
Des also with a Roadrunner. That was a little low, but that's the right miss. Center cut.
Right. You'll take it on this course. Anything off the fairway just feels like at minimum half a stroke and could be more than a stroke sometimes.
Cat going with a cut roller.
What the heck?
With a stable disc. It goes forward progress.
Yeah. Great
She'll be
shot.
able to approach the green from there, saving a bogey. And what is Val doing? Was that I don't even know what to call that.
It was a grenade
a
with her
n-
fingertips.
A knuckle grenade.
Right? That was the strangest
didn't know
thing
that
I've
was
ever.
a shot.
I didn't either. We're learning things today, Sarah.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Well, at least I don't think that area is OB.
I believe you're
so
correct, yeah.
At least even if she's in the gully, she's not getting too punished.
Katrina's third, trying to find a forehand window. Oh, beautiful.
Great shot. So she'll be recovering with hopefully a bogey save. Val with her third shot. Mm-hmm.
Nice forehand action from her, too. And here is where Kona ended up off that tree hit.
That's great. Right in front of the goalie. Easy par.
Man, if offered 3 pars, you would take them on this hole.
Yeah, I think the entire field would.
There is Des laying up nicely. Did we get any birdies yesterday?
No.
No?
0.
Yeah.
I mean, it plays like a 3.5,
It really does, yeah.
And it's so technical. Nope, 3s, 4s, and 5s.
Not to be surprised, that is Valerie making another good putt. That one saved her bogey.
Cat saving the bogey as well.
Nice. Looks like Kona will be getting a nice stroke on the card here as she drops in her par.
And a stroke on, geez,
A lot of the field?
69% of the field.
Dang.
Yeah, it's definitely playing like a par 4.
I believe it. And that is a bogey. Drop-in bogey for Des. No shame in that. Kona ripping that leopard down the fairway.
They show the tree kick.
I wonder if you can see her face when it hits it. Oh.
Oh, yep.
Just a little bit like, oh. Too good. All right, hole 9. Where are we going, Sarah?
All right, so on to hole 9. This one is long hole, par 3, 351 feet. Backhand is going to want to flip up and just ride straight and push down into this area. This really plays more to a sidearm shot. So any lefties or sidearms are going to have a better look at this. It's really just the distance on this one, slightly uphill, so it's going to mess with your angle a bit.
Going to Panis.
She probably wanted to start that out a little bit further left to get that flip up, and then it'll turn.
What did you use for a distance shot like this?
I'm throwing a vanish.
Vanish, okay. Katrina?
Kat throwing her super flippy disc on the flip up line, looking for it to not fade a lot right here, and give herself a look, and she does.
Wow, the F7. Really understable fairway.
And that disc has been in her bag probably for 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, I recognize the die.
That is funny.
Valerie all throwing more of a stable flex.
Yep. TL, yep. Roadrunner? Huh.
Yep, and Des also throwing the Roadrunner.
Oh, no.
Throws it low again.
Yep.
That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, just not quite feeling the drive right now.
Probably a timing issue.
Yeah. That one stays in the fairway, though. Should be able to get up and down for a 4. Here's where Valerie ended up. Her drive looked great. Just caught that last little tree on the right. Oh.
Turned a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
No problem for her putt.
Yeah, we've seen she's good for those. Des 96 to the pin for her 3rd. That was going in if it didn't hit that,
I was
right?
thinking that. Yeah, I was like, is she running this?
There's no doubt that was going in. Kona from 49.
Yeah, I mean, she has great control over angle control.
Mm-hmm.
Just height today is kind of killing her. And Kat to get the birdie.
Oh, I thought that was in halfway
So
there.
close.
Man, that would have been such a good get. Did anybody get this one yesterday?
There were 2 people, Haley and Sammy Keddington, both got it.
Dang. Val making good like we knew she would. Nice putt for her par. And Des will clean it up the 4. And Katrina with the par. And I believe Kona has a par coming up too.
Yeah, what an exciting front 9. So much action.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Kat coming out pretty clean at even, and then everybody else is over par, but this back 9 is where you get all the birdies.
Where you score. Cool. Checking out Kat ripping that F7. Heiser flipping it down the fairway, but she does just so well.
And the hyzer flipping up perfectly through the middle. Such a technical shot.
That was fun. All right, guys, that's all we got for part 1. Well, we'll catch you in part 2. Thanks for watching.